Our viewers, welcome back to the channel. My video title, you know what this video is about. The Steelers 2024 season simulator. Last year, I did the videos around the same time as well. The simulators for the different, for like, I think I did like 2 or 3 of them like that last year. Probably do like 4, maybe 5 like that this year. Probably once a week, so be on the lookout for that. So basically, it's the same program I use, the Pro Football little website as well, like one I use for the draft. I was doing the draft and the mock draft stuff. It's basically the same program. It basically lets you go through and simulate based off your lineups, the different matchups that happen, and all type of things. So it's advanced, probably an advanced simulation. So we're gonna see exactly what we got. I did it right here. I haven't looked at it yet, but I did it as soon as the video was starting, and I think it's done. Yep, it's done now. So we're gonna see and dive in and see what the Steelers get like that. So starting off first, can I see the NFC right now? The NFC, they have the Giants making the playoffs. Simulator for you. Giants making the playoffs, but the Steelers, they got us at 10-6-1. I'm making this of course, it's pre-taped, so you probably see on the screen right there. Steelers 10-6-1. Okay, that's not bad. They got us 5th seed. They have the Browns 12-5 though. They have the Browns winning in the AFC North. Browns win the AFC North. They have the Texans 12-5. They have the Chiefs 11-6, which is crazy. Bills 10-7. Then they have the Ravens 10-6. They have 3 AFC North teams in the playoffs. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, well, I'm glad they actually got us in there. They got us a tie, though. So I guess looking on, get the Ravens a tie as well. Maybe we tie with the Ravens, probably. Looking at the way they have it. Yeah, I think we probably tie with the Ravens. Cause I don't see anybody else on here with a tie, but I got to make sure. But yeah, that's crazy, though. So we're 10-6-1. Ravens 10-6-1. Browns 12-5 win division. The Browns haven't won division ever, I don't think. So it's going to be interesting to see. So let's dive into some of the week-to-week things that's going on. Well, actually, before I get into that, let me get into it's the full division thing right here, the full division. Oh, okay. In our division, they had the Browns first with 12-5. They had the Steelers 10-6. They have the Ravens 10-6, and they have the Bengals 10-7. They have everybody with 10 wins or more. That's crazy. Last year, our division had the best record since like the 40s, the 50s. I think the Bengals are 9-8 with 2 different quarterbacks. Joe Burrow missed most of the season, and then you look at the Steelers 10-7 with 3 different quarterbacks. Mitch, Mason Rudolph, and Kenny Pickett. Browns, they was on 11-6 with like 4 different quarterbacks. They had PJ Walker, they had that DTR dude, they had Joe Flacco, Deshaun Watson, and then you look at the Ravens, they was like 13. They won 13 games. So it's crazy. The AFC North is the toughest division. They play the best defense. They have some of the best defensive teams in the entire NFL. They play the best defense. They play the hardest and the toughest, and it's just the toughest division. Like in the AFC North, you got when you actually win that division, you actually win it. You win something. It's not like one of those easy divisions where like you just cakewalk through your way to the top and stuff. No, there's no guaranteed playoff spot for your division. You got to play to the very end to see if you can win that division. So it's actually crazy. The simulation got everybody in the division with 10+ wins, 10 or more wins. Like that's crazy. So and the Bengals missed the playoffs at 10-7. They got the Bills in the playoffs at 10-7, and they have the Dolphins #1 seed. So we're gonna see exactly what happens. Let's dive into some of the matchups. Okay, let's go to week 1. Okay, week 1. They have us defeating the Falcons. Okay, 19-15. That's a weird score, but 19-15. They have us defeating the Falcons, which is not too bad. This would be Arthur Smith revenge game. He knows the Falcons a little bit. Of course. He didn't do a very good job as the Falcons head coach. Sometimes being a play caller, wearing the hat as head coach, and you got to oversee all the duties. It can be overwhelming for some people. But him as an offensive coordinator, he was good with the Titans and stuff. So I think with the Steelers, he'll find a way to bounce back. A lot of the players are giving good feedback already about his play calling, about his play style and system. So I think he can kind of get back into it. Now moving on to week 2. Week 2. They have us beating the Broncos 32-21. Okay, I'm not used to seeing a lot of 30+ point games for the Steelers, unless the other team is scoring 30. Because I think last year we scored 30. I think with Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph scored 30 with us. Yeah, I think that one game against the Bengals. Yeah, so we haven't really scored a lot, had a lot of 30-point type of games in those big type games. So 32 points against the Broncos on the road. Our first 2 games are on the road, so they got us 32-21. They also had the Chiefs losing to the Bengals week 2 as well. See, week 3 for the simulation, they have us losing to the Chargers 27-15. Oh man! Now the Chargers is I think it's a good team with the new head coach that is there. Jim Harbaugh being there, and also having Justin Herbert. He's an amazing player. Just got to find a way to be consistent in the clutch times. So we're gonna see how the Chargers look. They got new receivers coming in, a lot of new guys coming in like that. They lost Keenan Allen, they lost Mike Williams as well. So we're gonna see. Well, they traded away Keenan Allen, then they lost Mike Williams in free agency. They kind of after they released him, so they kind of getting rid of him anyway. So we're gonna see what happens. But I think the Steelers, I think we can find a way to beat the Chargers. But if we lost to the Chargers, it wouldn't be like a painful, bad loss. But I think we should be able to beat the Chargers. But simulation got us losing to the Chargers, 27-15. I'm like 15, only 15 points to put up. Week 4. They had the Colts and Steelers. They had the Steelers winning 18-16, so that's a low-scoring game as well. A low-scoring game. Week 5, they have us winning 23-21. That's against the Cowboys. Yep, 23-21 is the Cowboys. They had the Cowboys 6-11. I don't agree with that. The Cowboys might not win a playoff game, or get past the second round, but they're not gonna be 6-11. They definitely have a winning record. They have us beating the Cowboys 23-21. If that do happen, that'd be a very good game. And it's gonna be a thriller. That means it's gonna end some type of field goal or something. So that'd be actually a good game to watch. I think it's a Sunday night football game as well. Let's see what the next game is for the Steelers. It's the Raiders. They have us losing to the Raiders 15-18. Now, the past few years, we actually handled the Raiders pretty good. Last year, we beat them week 2. Kenny Pickett had his best game as a Steeler ever, I think, against the Raiders. And then the year before that, we beat them. George Pickett with the big game-winning touchdown and the game-winning throw and drive by Kenny Pickett, and also the interceptions that we got to kind of steal the game away. But before those 2 games right there, the Raiders kind of had our number. They was beating us. They was on the win streak. They was beating us a little bit. We kind of had some wins here and there. But that's great. See us kind of be back on pace of being a Raider. So they have us losing to the Raiders in the simulation right here. But I think we'll find a way to get it done. But Tony Pierce is bringing a different mentality to the Raiders, though. He's not bringing that soft mentality they had the past few years. He's like last year, he did with that team turning it around. They missed the playoffs, but he turned it around and gave them a little hope. I think this year, with the roster they got, they added a new quarterback in Gardner Minshew. He's not like the greatest quarterback, not the worst quarterback either. He's pretty solid. Solid guy can go out there you can rely on to put you in playoff contention. I think he can probably get it done with that tough defense they got and try to make something happen. So we'll see. But I think the Steelers can find a way to beat the Raiders, though. Week 7, they have us beating the Jets 15-14. Some of these scores are very low. 15-14 against the Jets. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, I believe he have a winning record against us. We beat them. We beat like the Packers before. But did they beat Aaron Rodgers before? Yes, we have. Yeah, I remember Big Ben threw the game-winning touchdown to Mike Wallace at one time. But I'm trying to think of a different time we beat Aaron Rodgers. Because I know sometime we played him, Aaron Rodgers was not there. It was like injuries that he had. So I think we probably beat Aaron Rodgers. I don't think of one of the past few years. There might be another one too. I'm probably forgetting, but yeah. But get another opportunity to play against Aaron Rodgers. I know last time we played him, we lost to them. So we're gonna see what happens. And this time we play against Aaron Rodgers. But this time it's against the Jets. The last time we played the Jets, we lost to the Jets as well. I think Kenny Pickett first time coming in. So we're gonna see if we can turn that around. But they got us winning 15-14, which is a low score. Week 8. They have us winning against the Giants, 31-17, which is something I can agree with. Daniel Jones and that Giants team, they have some talent like at the receiver position, like Hyatt, of course, Malik Neighbors, but the O-line, TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Cam Hayward, all those guys, Patrick Queen, all those guys should have a field day listening in and going in and getting those sacks. Let's see, week 9. This is our bye week, right? Yep, week 9 is our bye week. I'm kind of remembering the schedule a little bit. I've been looking over the past few weeks. Week 10. Washington, yeah, I remember they have us losing to Washington. They have us losing to Washington 22-16. Now, the Steelers have a good record. Coach Tomlin, being the coach of the Steelers, have a good record after the bye week. How to get the guys prepared, get them back on track. So I can see us beating the Washington Commanders. But we'll see what happens. They have us losing 22-16. We lost to the Commanders. Last time we played them, we lost to them because that's the time when we we were undefeated. Remember, we went undefeated for a long period of time. That's the last time we played the Commanders. Also, they have on week 11, they have us beating the Ravens 19-17. Okay, I can take that. The Steelers have done a phenomenal job against the Ravens. I think they're 7-8. I think they're 7 wins. I think 7-1 of the last 8 games against the Ravens. Been playing some very good football against the Ravens. Swept them last year. People said the last game they had their starters, and we beat you with the backups, and we beat you with the starters. We beat them. They beat them early in the season as well. So, and Lamar Jackson threw the game interception, got strip sacked as well by TJ Watt. He had some terrible stats against the Steelers. Steelers are a team that does a good job in neutralizing him because they have great edge rushers too as well. We have guys like TJ Watt who can pursue in and create havoc on the edge with Alex Highsmith on the other side as well. It kind of makes it easier for you to keep him contained, not let him get outside the pocket and throw. There are a lot of quarterbacks who are mobile. The Steelers kind of do a solid job against those quarterbacks most of the time. In a sense, it's the ones who are not known for being mobile that kind of get us. Like sometimes we'll see some plays where a guy who like probably runs here and there, but not like a pure runner, and they get like yards on this and stuff. I think there was Justin Herbert. Like I remember that one game with the Chargers. They have us losing to the Chargers on a simulator too as well. But Justin Herbert is that game. I think it was Big Ben last year. It might have been his last season. Sunday Night Football game against the Chargers. I think he had 88 rushing yards, and most of those runs were just like, Justin Herbert can run the ball, but he's not really a person who just taking stuff and just running like that crazy, like from like design runs. And most of the stuff is like breakdown plays, and he was just running all over the field on that. So it usually happens with guys who are not really known for running. They kind of messes up a little bit. So hopefully that changes with the addition of Patrick Queen being added to the team and stuff. Let's see, moving on next, we have this is week 12. Week 12, they have us going. Wait, hold on. Week 12, they have us losing to the. What thing is it? Oh, yeah, there you go right there. Okay, it was glitching at first. Week 12, they have us losing to the Browns. I hope not. 16-21. So I don't know about that one. I think the Browns at home. Yeah, the Browns at home that game too as well. So they have us lose to the Browns 16-21. Week 13, they have us beating the Bengals. Okay, 33-27. Okay, in the thriller. The Bengals. Last time we played them, we beat them. We swept them last year. Yeah, but they didn't have Joe Burrow on either of those games, so we want to play them with Joe Burrow. Let's see. Week 14, they have the Steelers beating the Browns. Okay, so we got revenge. We beat the Browns at our home, 23-20. Okay, week 15, they have us losing to the Eagles, 32-16. So we get blown out by the Eagles. Dang. I don't know about that. That's the Battle of Pennsylvania. The Battle of Pennsylvania. Last time we put the Eagles, we did get blown out. AJ Brown, oh my God, he cooked us. AJ Brown cooked us. Who else cooked us? They were mostly him. Jalen Hurts, of course, was doing his thing like that. But AJ Brown had like 3 touchdowns. Remember, he caught the ball on 3 people and stuff. They jacked us up last time we played them, but we took his revenge this time. But the simulator got us losing 32-16. In week 16, okay, we tied with the Ravens. It said we tied 33-33 with the Ravens, which is crazy. That'd be a crazy type of game. And knowing the Steelers and the Ravens games that they always come down to the wire, I wouldn't be surprised. I hope we don't tie, though. I want to see us win. But 33-33 is a crazy tie. It'd be a crazy type of game and one of those head-scratcher type of games. Week 17, they have us losing to the Chiefs 19-16. So it's a close game, but they have us losing 19-16 to the Chiefs. And then week 18, the last game of the season, they have us beating the Bengals 18-16. And we finished 10-6-1 and be the 5th seed in the AFC. So we're going to see exactly on what happens fully. Actually very cool to see this, like they had a similar thing. It does it for every team. They show you every game as well, and they show scores as well too. So they kind of upgraded from last year. So yes, I think most likely the Steelers could find a way to win the division. It's going to be very tough because you have Baltimore, you have Cleveland, great defense as well, Joe Burrow. The Bengals defense is solid, but it's still missing some pieces here and there, but they have Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's an amazing player, amazing quarterback, top 5 quarterback in this league. So it's going to be very tough, but I think the Steelers, with their additions they added on the offseason, and finally getting the quarterback too with that defense, it's going to be nice to see. So we're going to see what happens, but that's all I got for this here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys probably later today or tomorrow, something like that. I make another video, but for the simulator, I'll see you guys probably next week for another one. So peace out.